start recording. Okay, we got 12. We're live on my YouTube. I'm gonna turn off the music. Okay, darn, I have to turn off the music. Welcome, everybody. This is Saturday Night Live. No, I'm just kidding. This is Wednesday Night Live. Yeah, we're gonna dance tonight, Nancy. We're gonna have fun. All right, so we are live on my YouTube channel. Welcome again, everyone, to the Fearless community. Today, I am going to be going over some of the recent results, but before I do that, I'll just kind of introduce myself and let everybody know that typically each week I have a Zoom meeting. I have hundreds and hundreds of members, and my members have members. So that's one thing that I like to just kind of preface by saying we're a pretty big community. So I cannot always get back to your personal messages every single day. I work with quite a few people, so I just wanted to say that. And welcome, just as you come on, if you can just make sure you're muted, that'd be great. Let me check my YouTube channel over here. Where am I at? Just gotta go find my YouTube. Okay, here we are. So, and if you can have your camera on, that would be great. Let me just check my YouTube, see if we got any comments. We've got some people watching. All right, so, and I'm going to be doing some campaigns tonight. So if anyone needs any help getting set up, make sure, you guys let me know about that. All right, so what are we doing here? What is the Fearless Freedom Community? Well, we're a like-minded group of people that come together and we like to collaborate. We like to work together. Some people have always been looking for this, searching for this. This is what I've been told anyway. And so I'm really super glad that we started this movement, and I've had this company for 4 years, but just recently I've relaunched my platforms. And so it's getting extremely exciting just because of the relaunch with the 500 level. So with Get Fearless Freedom, before I launched the 500 level, we only had a 300 level, $300 commission level. Okay. So tonight we're going to talk about the 500 level, the mastery, how you guys can get involved in that if you'd like. We also have a primary network marketing company that you guys might be familiar with that I launched last year. Actually September. That's why my hair is growing so long. I haven't gotten a haircut because the product actually works really super good. So we're going to talk about that as well. And I call it our legacy income. Okay, legacy income is something I've always like to search for and look for. And so so we will, talk about that, but I just mainly want everybody to kind of see that when you launch a platform, there's some things that you're going to want to make sure you're looking for, right? So I'll share my screen. Just going to do my little screen share. I kind of do over the shoulder training. So is that okay? You guys want to see some of the stuff over the shoulder trainings? That's actually, we're visual learners. So I could sit here and talk all night, but by the time I'm done, you guys would be totally confused. You'd be like, well, I don't know what to do next, Tammy. So that's one of the reasons why I do over the shoulder trainings, right? Some of you guys might be familiar with my trainings. Welcome aboard, Elaine. By the way, you did an amazing job on your bridge page. Do you mind if I share that tonight, the example of what you put together here? I'm going to just share people, the platform. Okay, great. All right, awesome. It's great to have you back working and with the Fearless Freedom journey here. All right.
Sorry, I was just trying to get off mute. Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to say thank you for all your help and support. I thought I remembered how to do everything. And then when the last email, everything's in the videos. I went back and rewatched the videos, and then it all started to connect. So it took a minute, but I got it.
Awesome. No, you did a great, wonderful job. And that's one of the reasons why I do these weekly Zooms, so that we can all learn together. And I actually learn more by training and by, getting involved in the setup process and how you guys put things together. So it's just, for me, it's a great learning experience to see, well, did I connect the dots here, or do I need to explain more there? See what I mean?
Right.
So I'm glad that we, had that conversation back and forth. All right. So So first off, I'm going to explain, like I said, Get Fearless Freedom. I've made over $1 million with this system, just so you guys know. I've taught thousands and thousands of people. So let's get that out of the way. It does work. I launch every single, platform with this funnel. Okay. Just so you guys know. And I've had it, like I said, it was my dream to have a hub, a system, because there's many people that have multiple streams of income. We all know that out there online. And then the other secret I'm going to show you guys tonight is a lot of people use my system for other income streams. But when I did the relaunch, I want, people to obviously grow this membership because, that's what it's for. So let me just go ahead and share screen again. And I will go to my first off. I'll just explain. It's real simple. It's a real simple platform. There's 2 levels you can earn at, obviously the 200 and then the 500 is explained here. You get with the 200 platform, or if of course, like Elaine, she was a prior customer of mine. So she was able to upgrade, and same with Michael. A lot of people here, you guys were able to upgrade and get into the mastery for just the $200 difference. Same with Howie. Anyway, so the $200 comes standard with the platform and the pages I'm going to show you in the back. All right, so that's number 1. And then the other exciting stuff that we've added at the 500 level, I'll go into that in a minute. But it's real easy. There was one more gentleman that was trying to get on, but I think he messaged me too late. Let me just see. 1 second, if he's trying to get on. I'm also going to let Rob, my son, be host as well. It doesn't say co-host tonight, Rob. That's strange. Does it say co-host on your end that you could be co-host? I'm not sure why. Co-host, but okay. It just says host. That's strange. Anyone see that?
It works for me. I mean, I'm fine. Co-host or host.
Oh, okay. So you are co-host?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I have ability to share screens and.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right. I wanted to make sure. Okay, great. So let me get Dr. So if you see anyone else trying to get on the Zoom, just, let them in. Dr. Terry just jumped on, for example. All right. And again, we're live on my YouTube channel. So I will show you guys right here where you can get on live. If you go to the link, ourfearlessmovement.com. Let me just go ahead. Hold on a second. People forget that when they come on that they got to mute. So there's a mute button on the left hand side there. Okay, cool. All right. So anyway, let's log back in. Let's go here. Obviously, once a person purchases, they'll have access to 2 levels. They'll have access to either the 200 or, like I said, the $500 level. We'll go in here, go into the Get Fearless Freedom back office login. This is my admin back office. You'll see I obviously have a lot of people I've helped get set up. All right, so mine's going to look a teeny bit different than your back office for Get Fearless Freedom. And then by the time that I'm done with the Zoom, you guys will know exactly how to get your funnel set up. And even if you're using it for your main, platform. For me, like I said, driving traffic to a capture page to me is a lot easier putting out an ad than it is to message people. I can't stand that. In fact, when I get a messenger on Facebook, I typically turn right back around and I message them back and say, you know what, you need my system. So you guys can do the same thing. I mean, who has the time to bug people that have no idea who you are, number 1. And number 2, right? And number 2, it's icky. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but it's icky to me to think that people sit on Messenger all day long. I had a guy today that messaged me something that I don't even know. He sent me some long thing. I didn't even have time to read it. And I said, no, I'm actually not interested. I'm quite frankly too busy with my membership based database. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's just all about posture, right? It's all about posture. So as you guys can see, people are coming onto the Zoom because of the emails that I've sent out to get them onto the Zoom. Dirk knows that my system works. He just got a brand new member today. And I mean, I have so many members that love this kind of attraction marketing lead generation strategy that we don't ever have to do that inbox stuff. I mean, if you want to tell your close friends and things like that in Business Associates, I have no problem with that. You can do that. Just make sure you're using a domain name, because the last thing you want to do is come in here, you know, and start using all these links in here. Like I have links, right? Capture page links, but last thing I want is for the system to all come crashing down, right? So you'll see a long link back here that you get once you get your system set up. It'll look like this and it'll pop up to that. So you want to take this link and you want to forward it to a domain name. Does this all make sense right so far? Like the last thing you want to do is when you launch a business online, and I'll show you guys my Facebook, last thing you want to do is have someone land on your social media account, for example, and see a long, ugly link. You know, I gotta stop screen share. Someone's on mute, unmuted. Okay, please mute yourself as you come on. Thanks for joining, Roman. I just want to make sure you're muted. All right, so let's get back to this. So if you've created a page and you're launching it out to social media, again, make sure you're pointing it to a domain name. It's just professional looking, right? All right, so I wanted to get that out of the way because I've had a lot of people, believe it or not, using my systems lately. And I had a system like probably 4 years ago that because everybody was just going cheap on me and not buying a domain name, which is, you know, $10, $12 a year just to buy a domain name. It's so cheap, you know, but they were like using these links and it just went down. The system went down. My server crashed, the whole 9 yards. We want to make sure the servers don't crash. But now if I'm running your traffic, which I am for a lot of people right now, I have 2,000 clicks going, to be honest, today. Like we have a lot of clicks going today. Yeah. Like Lane just bought like 500 clicks, you know, and so we have a lot of clicks going, right? So anyway, that's okay when you send me your raw link. That is fine because I can do it. I can get your traffic going with raw link. Okay. So this is a kind of a cool page I decided to create. You know, I thought of my stick, my little marketing hook, and said, steal the system that I use to rank to any leaderboard. I mean, and it's true. Again, back here, I've launched many business opportunities. I mean, I have a high ticket back here. I have my husband's financing program back here. I have my health and wellness back here. So you can see that not only can you use this for Get Fearless Freedom, but you can use it for other opportunities. Is that clear? Yeah. So under the categories right here, you can create a brand new one. Like, let's just say we're gonna, I don't know, we'll put it under a miscellaneous category. And you can just create category. You can, you know, put whatever you want to put in there. Maybe you want to do a special offline. Maybe you want to do a postcard campaign with Get Fearless Freedom. You could actually keep this and create this miscellaneous category and then keep track of your clicks, right? Going there. So that's pretty cool. I mean, to me, I don't limit you guys on how many capture pages or campaigns you can have back here. You're still only paying $47 a month. Like when I started creating all these campaigns and categories, you guys can see how many I have for Get Fearless Freedom, for example, right? I used to have to pay $300 a month. I just had Brianna from the UK tell me on a special Zoom yesterday, she had me on with her team members. We had like, oh, I don't know, it was 20, 30 some people at one time, like yesterday afternoon. And she said to them, she used to have to pay almost $300 with ClickFunnels. So with the servers, with my servers, it's $47. So this is part of the $47 service, the $200 level. And then of course I have a little portal that you guys will love soon. Once you get your lead flow coming in, I actually have my own special portal done for you emails. And so when you see these emails coming out, whoopsie, where are we at? Over here, this email address, I got to close this one down. I have too many open. So this one here, as you can see, I opted on to a lot of my members lists. I'm on yours now, Elaine, you know, so I can keep track of when I do an email send. So back in the day, remember when you have these systems where you'd purchase a system and then that darn system, you would have to ask your sponsor, well, where's your AWeber code? Where's your AWeber email follow-ups? Remember those days? You don't have to go through that anymore as a trainer. You know, I like to train the trainers. So you don't have to go through that anymore. And then when I mentioned this to Brianna, I'll mention her quite a bit because she absolutely is just blown away by the system. A lot of my leaders are just blown away by it. Christina, it's actually Christina's amazing sponsor into the company, right, Christina? And she was like, wait, I used to have to create the pages, create the landing pages, create the bridge pages, and do all the follow-ups. Now all I have to do is go play with the kids. She's got 7 kids. So now all of that work, right? All of that foundational work, she don't have to do it anymore. So, you know, so it's brilliant, isn't it, to think? So it's the same thing with me. Everybody's like, well, how do you get so many people sponsored in a day? 1 to 2 to sometimes 5 people in a day. Yesterday I had 2. That's a slow day. I was traveling actually yesterday and I checked my email. Oh, cool. I just got to, you know, get Fearless Freedom sale. Oh, cool. You know, Dirk just got one of his primary business opportunity sales today. So see how systems can really make your life easier. Howie's at the mall right now. He's got lead flow coming in and he's got the system selling and telling for him. So anyway, with marketing systems, we took it up that notch. We said, okay, we're going to give you guys the email swipes. If people want to be creative there, that's great. What's that saying? Does anyone know that saying? Instead of giving a man a fish, you feed him for a lifetime. What's that saying? Everybody knows which one I'm talking about. Everybody uses it over and over. But you know, so as you guys are learning this system, this is why I say it's for newbies. It really is. It's for someone that's never made a dime online. Because if you can learn and come to these Zooms and you can go through my training, it's almost like, how can we say it? It's almost like having a college education and not having to spend $100,000 a year, you know, or more for a coach or a mentor. I just got to make sure everybody's muted. Steve, make sure you're muted out. It's almost like, you know, you can learn the system and make $100,000 a year. So you can earn as you learn type thing. And everybody does. Everybody's learning and earning at the same time. So here's that little connection back here. Everybody see that all right? That's your Aweber connection. Remember back in the day when you used to have this long HTML code in order to set up your capture pages? I used to do it anyway. You guys are all spoiled. I like to spoil my students. That's what I like to do. But anyway, you have a choice with Aweber and get response. All you have to do is a 1-click, open up your Aweber, and it's boom, instantly connected. That's another cool part about this system. All right. Got lots of people coming on today. Lots of people coming on. All right. So also in the capture and follow up, you're going to get samples. I started talking about this. If you do want to put your, like Dirk today, he sent out, I think I put what, 59 leads on your list, Dirk, and you got 1 sale so far. So now think about that. Out of 1 traffic run, he got 1 member. And now he has like 58 more people to follow up with because of that 1 email blast. Isn't that amazing? So now he's got 1 sale. Now he can keep following up with those people. He can log into his Aweber because that's where they go. They go into their Aweber right here, right? And now he can take any of these emails that I put back here if he wants to do an email blast, if he doesn't want to rely on my email sends every single day. Does that make sense? So it's really an amazing system. I have never seen so many people have so much success so fast, you know, because it's very simple. So I always like to have people, you know, just kind of ease into internet marketing because it's really not that hard as long as you have a capture page and a follow-up. If you don't have a follow-up system, you're really leaving a lot of money on the table. And I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on the table if you don't have that follow-up system. Okay. Does anyone know the stats on the, like from like the first time a person sees something to then all the way? Does anyone know the stats on the follow-ups? Anyone curious to know? Okay, Susan. All right, sorry, Elaine. You sign it like Susan in your email, so I call you both, Elaine. Do you know the stats? You're still unmuted, or you're still muted. Just unmute. There we go.
When I first learned about it, it was somewhere between 6 and 9 times. Now I think it's as many as 10 to 12 times
Right.
before it finally resonates with them.
10 to 12 times. Correct. Valerie's right. It's about most sales happen after the 12th contact. Valerie's absolutely right. So when I had a gentleman, and I wish he could be on the Zoom here tonight, but he was too close-minded, so he didn't decide to come. Yes, I am going to be that direct. I'm the fearless mama. I say a lot of things online. I'm just totally, honestly, it's just because of my years of experience in this industry. But he wouldn't come tonight, and I said, that's fine. I don't have to teach. This is a free Zoom. I'm not asking for any money to come to the Zoom tonight. This is an open Zoom. I'm open live on my YouTube. I'll put it up on my Facebook. I'm very transparent. That's the other thing Brianna couldn't believe. She's like, wow, you mean you'll take any question? I said, pretty much any question that person has with marketing. Let's keep it in the marketing realm here, people. I can answer, right? So anyway, he messaged me this morning and he says, well, can you give me your since the launch, the stats on your members? And I said, well, all right, because guys are numbers guys, right? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, right? You ever read that book? You should read that book. It's true. The guys are always going to look at the ROI and the numbers and things like that. And women, we're more emotional. We buy because we're emotional, right? Emotional response marketing. So we kind of have a mixture of both here. But he goes, what are your numbers? What are your stats? I'm like, I just relaunched it. Give me another month and then maybe I'll be able to tell you, right? So we just relaunched this. I just opened up this email portal, and people are seeing results. Now, that was kind of a two-part question, because if a person don't advertise the site that I give, okay, what's that gonna mean? If you don't advertise your business, you make zero in revenue. Zero, okay? Absolutely no money. If there's no leads for me to push through this portal, how can you make money? Like, I can't run a whole 6-figure business for a person. I've thought about it. I might charge between $5,000 to $10,000 a month for that service. Maybe I'll come up with that, maybe next year. But I'm saying, for a person to almost have every single thing done for them, except for push and pay me for traffic, that's pretty much, it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? So there's got to be some work done on a person's end in order to get people through the sales funnel. It's just 101 basic math, right? 101 basic math. I mean, if you're not going to push anybody through a sales page or a capture page, then you're just not going to make money. So you got to have, obviously, the good converting offer. You got to have an owner that is going to be there to support you. I'm the owner. I'm the owner of Get Fearless Freedom. It's not many times you actually get to meet the owners of businesses. I've been in a lot of businesses where I don't meet the owner, and that's frustrating. And Rob knows what I'm talking about. Most people do on here know what I'm talking about. You can't get a hold of the owner. What's going to happen? What are you going to do if something goes wrong? So I have my son as support. He does one-on-one mentoring. My programmer is amazing. He's always answering emails, in the background if there's something going on with the websites. But anyway, this is another big, huge. Now, I want to say, for these 7 emails that I put back here, like the offer of a lifetime, I've gone through this before. And again, this is an overview tonight, guys. This is an overview, so that if you have prospects and members that want to join, they'll get to see what this is about, and then I'll send them back to you to get them signed up. But this right back through here has made a lot of money, a lot of my members money, okay? In the past 3-4 years that I've had this, all these email swipes, we don't really even call them swipes, because a swipe is more like you're just copying everything that I have back there and putting it in, pasting it, and not using your creativity. This is not just your average copy and paste business opportunity. It's not. I didn't want that to be. I wanted people to have that creativity. That's why we have all those different options back here to create your page. You know, we give you some samples and things like that. But, you know, at the same time, you can kind of go off of maybe one of these. You can, you know, change it up a little bit. This one you're definitely going to want to change because we got a $200 commission. Not, I don't know. I'm gonna have to tell Rick, we still got to change that. So how to make 200 and 500 per day, just using your email. And that's absolutely what's happening now with people, for people. Okay. So what else do we want to cover? I have been putting all the, I'll probably put tonight's in here because we have the last one that went really well, the community mastermind. I'll put that back here. As far as I've been tinkering with the idea. Rob and I have been tinkering with the idea about putting a 800 link number here for if people have questions, they can call me. I don't mind talking to anybody. I just can't call overseas, or, you know, it's difficult because of my schedule. I have a whole huge crew now overseas. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, do I want to make the call back or am I going to hire someone? So I'm still going through that process. But for now, they can email you, right? They can land on here and then email you. And then I'm also going to have another video right here besides the video that my son and I put through here. I'm going to have another video back there. And that's for Get Fearless Freedom, of course. So yeah, it's really quite a system. And Dirk, do you want to share your results from working with me closely? And I know I'm bringing you out, and you probably didn't know I was going to have you talk tonight, but I just wanted you to give everybody the feedback and what you think about some of the things we're doing right now to build and grow your business.
Well, like I said, I appreciate everything you're doing because, as you very well know, I'm pretty computer illiterate, you know, and stuff. But I mean, if you just follow the steps that you put out there, you know, I mean, I got a reply that, you know, it came off somebody on my AWeber list. You know, I've got about, I think there's 300 on there now on my list to get sent out, you know, from you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, it was somebody that I did know from years ago too, you know, but I mean, they finally called and like I said, it all just fell together and got started, and now excited about maybe going forward herself. So
that's awesome. Yes. And she lives where I used to live.
yeah, that was amazing.
That's amazing. I called you back today because I had looked up her profile on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, this new member of yours, you know, and Rob did the same thing. And I says, oh my gosh, it's in the same city. When we moved out west, she actually lives in the same city. I can't wait till she can come on a Zoom to meet her.
She lives up on the mountain in Overgard. You know, so her hair shop was down in Fountain Hills, you know, for years and stuff. So.
Oh, really? I used to go to a hair shop in Fountain Hills.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, watch it be the same one.
Oh man, wouldn't that be something?
I could have got the member, but you got the member instead. That's what I tell people all the time. I say, you know what, right now is the season. It is the season to get in front of your prospects. And you did it, and you're doing it. And what I like everybody to hear tonight is I've known Dirk for a long time, and I get super grateful that he trusted me last year, you know, to start working with me. And now it's almost like he's going to be able to teach these Zooms, and that's a short time frame. I mean, he has. Is it okay, Dirk, if I tell people you had no technical skills?
You can go. Yeah, you tell the story better than I could probably tell about myself.
Dirk was like, I don't even know how to open a Facebook account. I'm like, okay, this is going to be something, I told Rob. But you know what? The beautiful part about it is you knew how to send someone a capture page. Yeah. So Rob,
that's been the whole thing for me. I mean, I mean, I know tons of emails, you know, of people, you know, and I did buy 1,400 leads, you know, that are interested in MLM and network marketing, and
yep.
Yeah, I'm sending a, you know, had look at here's my link, here you're interested in this, blah, 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 and yeah, then they get on my list, and then they getting hit once and twice a week with things from you.
Yep.
And yeah, and then they come back, I guess. That's the way
Yes,
it
they
works.
come back and they join you. That's it. So in other words, it used to be a 3-step process where you guys would always have to remember and learn, how do I follow up? How do I do this? How do I do that? And I told Dirk, I says, well, get my next training, which is Get Fearless Freedom. So you had joined me in the network marketing company, and knew me and got Fearless Health Journey. And then, like I said, when we relaunched this, I put all of my training back here so that you guys could learn, how did I get 190 some people in the first month of launching that, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, in the solo ad training, have you gone through the solo ad training? I don't even know if you did. You just been buying the solo ads.
No, and like I said, I need to go back through the back office in AWeber to find out, people that have opened the, and then I could reach out to them directly first before I put on a so I see exactly, somebody that's maybe a little bit interested, but just needs a little push.
Right. Well, you can go into AWeber and you can send out your own broadcast.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I was saying, I've done it for you today. I literally hit both of your lists. I hit both of your Get Fearless Freedom list that you're building with me, where you put the people through that funnel, and then also your new me list. So they're showing up, they're coming here. So, yeah, they're going through right here. You are. So that's the thing, is like, people don't realize I'm the one doing your follow-ups. You don't have to do the follow-ups. Dirk is doing some personalized emailing to some of his leads. If he sees people opening up in his AWeber, he's proactive. Okay. Dirk is proactive. He's one of my proactive members, and this is what I say, what, if you're going to be proactive, then the more proactive you are, the more money you're going to be making, basically, bottom line. Right. So like sometimes, okay, let's say I get an AWeber opt-in, right? Let's say I get an AWeber lead. Does everybody understand what I'm talking about when they see an AWeber lead? By the way, we got some new people on here tonight. We have Roman, we have, let's see, Steve might be familiar with my training. Steve Gopher, Stephen Coffey. I don't think he's familiar with my training. He's been watching my videos for about 3 years, but I don't know if he's familiar with this kind of detail. And I don't know if John is. All right. So what is a lead? A lead is honestly like a suspect at this point. Honestly, it's a suspect. They're just checking out, what do you got? You posted possibly on Facebook, YouTube, Craigslist, solo ad, Instagram, TikTok, like all these places, right? So a lead is a suspect in my opinion. Like they might be thinking, wow, I'm sort of suspicious of you, but I'm actually suspicious of the lead, because I already know, I already believe in what I do. I've been doing this for 12 years. Of course, I believe in what I do. I've taught thousands and thousands of people. So I have that belief system. You guys have to get that belief system. So that lead doesn't know who we are, has no idea how to even do affiliate marketing, right? That's what affiliate marketing, this is what this is. And so an opt-in is, I use AWeber, you can use GetResponse. So an opt-in is a lead onto your list, onto your AWeber. I never touch your lead ever with Get Fearless Freedom. You guys own your list, just so you know. So that's what it is. It's an AWeber lead. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm really, really getting down to the nitty gritty tonight. So let's go in here into I got X out of that one. Let's see if I can show you guys an example of an AWeber lead. By the way, I just posted that up. This was in 2015. So yes, people can change. I've changed. I'm still changing. I'm still transforming. I work out every day now, so I can actually help you guys more. That's the way I look at it. If I can work out, get better, healthier, sharpen my mind, I'll be 56 this year. Wow. I can't believe it. I mean, I don't feel it. I'm going backwards.
Oh, you're still a puppy. I'm 66 tomorrow.
Are you tomorrow? Happy birthday. We'll have to sing to you tonight. I didn't know that. Happy birthday.
Birthday, Dirk.
Anyway, this is what a lead looks like. I use it as a reel, but so you'll get AWeber notifications once I start driving traffic. Okay, they'll get onto your list in the back office. This is your AWeber. So you'll start building a list like mine, and it's in the fortunes and the follow-up. So you'll get people onto your AWeber list like this, like I have. Okay, so you can create categories and all sorts of nifty things in AWeber. But anyway, that's what the system does. I never touch your leads. I don't want anyone to ever think that, launch a system, let that company collect lead. No, that's your advertising dollar. Why would you want a company to collect your lead? You want to collect your lead and you want it on a database, a third-party autoresponder. That's what it's called, third-party autoresponder. Does anyone here own Facebook? Curious. No one owns Facebook. We only have an account with Facebook, right? So let's just say something happened. I know there's so many people out there that rely only on Facebook. Do you just rely? Does anyone here just rely on their Facebook account for business to have all of their team members? Does anyone know anyone? No, I do. Several 7-figure earners, actually. 6- and 7-figure earners, they just rely on their Facebook account for their whole business. I said, wow. And you don't have an AWeber list or get response? And their answer to me is no. I'm meeting up with a whole community on Saturday, this coming Saturday. I forgot to tell Rob about it today. I just couldn't believe it. I said, you mean you have a whole team and you don't have them on at least on an opt-in list? Like, let's just say you don't have a sales funnel, you don't know what a capture page is, you don't even have them on a database. So what happens is, if let's say their Facebook account, I don't know, they just happen to put up some sort of conspiracy post that they might think, the fact checkers might think that, is wrong. Well, they can limit your account. They can close you right down. Do you guys want your income to go like that away? I know it's not a fun feeling. I've had that happen to me in my life, I mean, 2 and 3 times, being an entrepreneur for 35 years. This is all I know, is being self-employed, I mean, I can't fire my own self. So I've tried a couple times and I won't listen. But seriously, I like to have fun on these Zooms. Life is too short. You got to have fun on these Zooms, right? But yeah, so I've seen a lot of times I've had to actually rebuild my Facebook account, and I just got my Facebook account back where I can do like lives and put up videos and things like that. But I had one thing. I had this. So when I launched, believe it or not, when I launched my network marketing company in September, which a lot of people know what it is, I put in 190 some people. Like I put in like, seriously, and then my leaders put in that many, like when they launched it, I was like, because of our list. So when you're building your list every single day, focus on, okay, how many people do I have at AWeber? Not on how many people do I have on Facebook, because most of the time the people on Facebook are fake and they're not really buyers. See? So I'm over here, Craigslist, YouTube, solo ads, all this offline, I call it offline, but it's really off of Facebook. So I'm doing all that other stuff, strategy, while everybody else is getting frustrated with the tire kickers on Facebook. That's how I build. I personally like to get money from people instead of always worried about, well, this person's doing that. It can get really, really dramatic, can it, on Facebook? Sometimes they'll come in and they'll actually take some of your people away. I've had it happen to me. I'm very, very picky. I have one chat group. That is it for my leaders. I have two, for Brianna's crew and stuff. But other than that, I do not run my business on Facebook. It is my AWeber list that makes me the money. Seriously, it is my AWeber. So I just want you guys to know that, it's really all in where you put your focus, right? That's the main general theme of tonight's mastermind Zoom. I just really like to, show people that when you can launch something and you put it out there, on the internet. You know, the last thing you want to ever do is just, and I've had 2 and 3 people do this to me this week already, is send them to the thank you page, the landing page. You're not going to collect any emails that way. You're just not. I'll show you what I mean. So you send them to, let's say, you know, you're back here and you're trying to, you know, which is a simple setup, but let's just say you're sending them to this. Does this look right for me to send traffic to? I hope everybody says no, like real quickly, no. You wouldn't send any traffic there. Again, what are we doing? We're collecting the email, right? So let's just go into a page. Let's go into save pages. Look at all the saved pages that I have. I'm always testing different pages. Again, you can't break the system and you can't have too many pages on here. I mean, of course, I'm going to contact you if you have 100 pages on here because it's maxing out my bandwidth on my servers. But I'm just saying these are all the pages that I've used, right? So let's go into a campaign and then we'll just wrap it up if we have any questions because I've been talking for 40 minutes and people are probably getting sick of me. So let's just create a campaign. Let's go to new campaign. Let's just do it fresh. Wednesday night Zoom, right? Let's do Wednesday. This is the behind the scenes. This is a Ferrari that you're gonna be able to drive tonight. So Wednesday night Zoom. My son uses this platform for his business. All right, let's just do, why aren't you making 500 a sale? Let's do that one. So I selected that page. I'm going to put them on drop down. Of course, it's connected to your Aweber. That's how the system's so smart. You don't have to figure it out. I'm going to connect it to my Get Fearless Freedom list. Okay. The one that I send out through the portal. My redirect page, I'm just going to put in here, Get Fearless Freedom Now. Team Tammy is my username. I'm going to categorize it. I'm going to put it in my new GFF category. Everybody following me so far? All right, save campaign. Now it's done. That fast. That's how fast I just set up a funnel. What, under 10 seconds? Isn't that crazy? So I go into my categories right here. Number 10, it's right here, Wednesday night Zoom. Campaign name. There's my capture page. I send it to someone like Dirk does, send it to texting, send it to your lists, whatever, whatever you've, Dirk, he buys actually genealogy lists. That's fine. You can do it onesies and twosies that way. I'll teach you another trick, by the way, when you buy genealogy lists. I'll do a whole mastermind on that if you want. So then you opt in, people opt in. There it is. There's my sales page. Now I've collected the email, haven't I? So now I can follow up with that lead, let's just say. So that's a campaign. That's how fast those campaigns can get set up. And you can have as many as you want back there because I like to track. I like to track my ads, going back to what I said earlier in the Zoom. I really like to track. Let's say I put up a Craigslist ad, right? Let's go to my Craigslist account. Let's go in here. People still live on my YouTube, by the way. I might have to shut this off.